Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is O4.5 HW3, solving equations with square roots in them. In other words, there's square roots in our one-step and inverse operations that we've been doing. So, let's look at problem number 1 here. We have 16n squared minus 5 equals 20. Now our goal is to get n all by itself. We're solving for n. So we're going to use our inverse operations that we've been practicing. So what we're going to do, we're going to add 5 to both sides first. So we're going to have 16n squared equals 25. So I'll rewrite that over here. 16n squared equals 25. Because I just added 5 to both sides. That's all I did. I'll put the little 2 in. So it looks very, very similar. There's my 2. So your 16n squared equals 25. Next thing that I need you guys to do is that we're going to divide by 16 to both sides. So you divide by 16. And divide by 16 there. When we do this, we're going to get n squared is equal to 25 over 16. Now we can put that in a calculator. And you can find out what the decimal is, but we're going to do that actually at the end. So we only have to put it in the calculator once. The next step, the opposite of n squared is the square root of n. Or in other words, the opposite of squared is square root. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the square root to both sides. That's the symbol that looks like this. And when I do that, n squared turns into n. And the square root of 25 over 16, well, that's going to simplify down. Well, we can put that in a calculator first off. So square root, parentheses, 25 divided by 16, close parentheses, and then hit your enter button on the calculator. I'll show you in a second how to do that. We're just going to type this right in to find out exactly the number. So let's bring up the graphing calculator. So our goal is to type in the square root of 25 over 16. Let's clear it. So we're going to type this in. So second square root 25 divided by 16, close parentheses. Now notice here, it's all inside of parentheses. We have to make sure that fraction's inside of parentheses. Just in case if you didn't see it, gotta zoom in a little bit. 25 divided by 16. Now we got a decimal here, 1.25. Now square roots though, we have to remember it's both the positive 1.25 and a negative 1.25. The calculator really shows the positive numbers when you do the square roots. So, we know the answer is 1.25. When we take the square root, it's both positive 1.25 and negative 1.25. And that's why they have two sets of numbers here in these answers. So number 1 is A. Alright, let's move on to number 2. Make it a little bit bigger. First we add 9 to both sides, so we're going to have 7v squared is equal to 539. So all I did was just add 9 to both sides, which a lot of you guys are already very comfortable with addition and subtraction when using inverse operations, so I'm not going to write out that step. 539. Then we're going to divide by 7 to both sides. I'm going to do the nice easy one. Divide by 7. Divide by 7. So then you have v squared is equal to 539 divided by 7. Now, I don't know that off the top of my head, so I'm going to put that in a calculator. So 539 divided by 7 gets us 77. So v squared equals 77. Then we got to take the square root on both sides, just like we were talking about before. So that's square root there, square root that side. And what we get, we have v equals, we got to put in a calculator, so bring that calculator up. Second x squared will get us that square root button, 77. The square root of 77 is 8.7749 dot dot dot. A whole bunch of numbers after that. So let's take a look to see what our answers are. Turns out number 2 is going to be B. So number 2 is B. Because the square root of 77 is 8.775. And we have to also include the negative case. That's why we have that second number there. Alright, number 3. Same story. We add 4 to both sides. So we're going to get 3b squared is equal to 216. We divide by 3 to both sides. So we're going to get b squared is equal to, well, 216 divided by 3. Let's put that in a calculator. And you get 72. So b squared is equal to 72. We take the square root to both sides. And we put that in a calculator. So the square root of 72 is 8.485 dot dot dot. So 8.485 dot dot dot. So that would be 3 is B. 3 would be B. Alright. Take a look at some of these other problems. It looks like it's the same old over and over again. Just like the first 3 problems, there's nothing too crazy about them. Try your best. Why don't you do the rest of these on your own? If you have any questions, please come to Extra Help. I'll be happy to help you out. Or if you have any questions during class, if we have some time, I'll be happy to answer them. Alright, have yourself a good night.